a new name on the India Open Women's Singles Trophy. Nozomi Okuhara, how lovely to see her back on the world stage. She finished last year in exceptionally good form. She won her last two tournaments, both of which were here in India. The Saeed Modi 300 event and the Odisha Masters, that was a 100 event. Her opponent, the Olympic champion, Chen. Second consecutive appearance at the India Open, and it's the second consecutive quarter-final for her, because a year ago she sadly had to pull out of her quarter-final match, which was due to play against Sudirman because she was ill. She had also entered this tournament as the #1 seed back in 2019, but withdrew before the tournament began. So Chen looking for a first semi-final at this event. This, as you can see, is a 14th meeting between these two players. And of the previous 13, Chen Yufei's won 9 of them. But most worrying for Nozomi Okuhara fans is that Chen Yufei has won the last 8. And the 9th match ago, in fact, Chen Yufei retired injured after just 9 points had been played. So I'm not sure that Okuhara considers that a proper win. 28 years of age now, Nozomi Okuhara. Not the tallest of athletes, that's 5'1½". From Nagano in Japan. Olympic bronze medalist in Rio in 2016 and World Championship gold medalist in Glasgow in 2017 in a wonderful final against India's very own PV Sindhu. A player from Myanmar, Tusa, who replaced Carolina Marin in the first round, 2 straight games there, and then beat the Asian Games bronze medalist, her teammate, the left-handed Aya Ohori, in 2 straight games. So to Chen Yufei, who is 25 years of age, from Hangzhou, which is where the Asian Games were staged and where we had the World Tour finals. It's the capital of Xinjiang province. This is, as I was saying, only her second appearance at the India Open. Had a good year last year, 7 finals, winning 4 titles. And in the first round, she beat India's Kashi Kashyap in 2 straight games. And look at her second round match against Payu Po. Only dropped 13 points in 31 minutes. So both of her matches very quick, 32 and 31 minutes. Incidentally, Kashyap was promoted from the reserve list, replacing Kim Ga-eun of Korea. So our court officials from India and Germany. And I was telling you that Chen Yufei won 4 titles last year. The Indonesian Open, that was the Super 1000 event. And then she won the second 3 of 6 Super 750 events. So the Denmark Open, the French Open, 2 titles in 2 weeks, and also the China Masters. Luo Yigang on the right as we look at them.
Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Nozomi Okuhara, Japan. And on my left, Chen Yufei, China. Chen Yufei to serve. Love all. Play.
So the reigning Olympic champion in the all-red kit at the far side of the court against the former world champion, Nozomi Okuhara. I was saying how lovely it is to see Nozomi Okuhara back on court over so many injury woes in recent, I was going to say months, but I think it's actually more years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really lovely to see her back. I at some point doubted whether it was possible, because it was like when she tried to make a comeback, then there was this social media message that sorry, I have to withdraw, try again tomorrow, and
one on.
Hurt to see it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's interesting to see what kind of shape she's in here. I suppose Chen could be a little late out of the stop box, so to speak. She's had a couple of easy matches. Sometimes it takes a little while to sort of get into the right pace following 2 matches that you won convincingly. But on the other hand, she won 3 Super 750 tournaments, and Seung and Akane Yamaguchi weren't in those. And Seung and Akane Yamaguchi, they're no longer in this one, and it's a Super 750, so you do the math.
Exactly.
3-1.
I'm thinking so, Steve, you know, when I was talking about the head-to-heads, the fact that Chen Yufei has won the last 8, and the match 9 matches ago, she only played 9 points before withdrawing Chen Yufei, and it was 5-4 in the first game, so very close. There must be something in the style that Okuhara finds extremely difficult against Chen Yufei.
There is.
And what is it?
I think I once branded it as Chen Yufei was the kryptonite of Nozomi Okuhara. Chen Yufei moves well on court. She's got good defensive skills. She's great at tailoring her game to her opponent. She's got the advantage in reach. So Nozomi Okuhara, she is probably having to work really hard to score points given her lack of reach, and she can do that against a lot of players where there's some weak points in the defense or technical skills. But here it just seems that Chen Yufei is super good at neutralizing, and then Okuhara has to start all over again. She can build up a little advantage through a series of good shots, then it's neutralized and she has to start all over again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was a wonderful dive, and look how quickly she's up again.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Flag.
Well, this is a very good start by Okuhara.
6-2.
Well, women's singles is the only discipline of the 5 that Japanese players have not won here at the India Open. I find that quite surprising. In fact, there's only been 1 player from Japan in the final, and that, of course, was last year, Akane Yamaguchi.
beautiful play.
Great backhand.
This was a good rally, but not so much for Okuhara, I think, because it's sort of helping Chen Yufei get going, get in the right pace.
So the longest rally so far at 25 shots. Wouldn't be at all surprised if we see rallies longer than that in this quarter-final.
One of the things that could see Okuhara spring a surprise here is if the shot quality of Chen Yufei is lacking, and possibly the pace. I do think she will raise the pace, Chen Yufei, but let's say she's not capable of it, because there was some concerns that there was a lot of there has been some illness around the players here and so on. So if that's affected someone in the Chinese camp as well, we know that Chen and Jia left Malaysia, and so did Zheng Ziwei and Huang Yachong.
It's going wide.
Service over.
Yes, both Zheng Ziwei and Wang Yachong were complaining of having a fever. Not been at all well.
Axelsen was vomiting following his final in, no, not his final, his semi-final against Xu Yuqi in Malaysia.
Oof. That went over. That's extraordinary. That sat on the top of the tape for what seemed to be an age.
6-7.
Amazing. So back level. 4 of the last 5 points to the Olympic champion.
Very good perception. And the things we can see here is that when Okuhara is clearing to Chen Yufei, and Chen Yufei is in good shape, she is happy to clear back, perhaps even attack like here. If she's to be put under too much pressure, we'll see a break-off shot. That's a drop shot that goes long into the court behind the white line. Almost all smashes will be returned with short pickups from Chen Yufei to sort of neutralize the game.
Gone long.
9-7.
And it's just super difficult when that happens to Okuhara, because it's really difficult to come up with a different playing style given her reach. Good shot.
It's wide.
But she gets to most of these shots, Chen Yufei. Had it been PV Sindhu or Carolina Marin, Okuhara might have been able to catch them off guard on the front court. That's difficult with Chen Yufei because she's got such a good defense.
Yeah. to the mid-game interval.
11-7, interval.
8 of the last 9 points to Chen Yufei, and a 4-point advantage against the former world #1 Nozomi Okuhara.
Good one, 20 seconds. Good one, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. Coach, return to your chair. Players back on court. (11-7). Play.
So 11-7, the advantage to Chen Yufei as play resumes. Oh, that's a beauty. That was threaded down the line.
Service over. (8, 11).
Perfection. That's a nice punch clear. And that. Oh, that's gone wide.
And that's where the shot quality, both players have great shot quality.
12.
So the reach
Eight.
of Chen Yufei puts mental pressure on Okuhara, I think.
Yeah. One down the forehand side of Okuhara. The next one fast down her backhand side, making Okuhara twist and turn.
Exactly, this is what makes it so difficult for Okuhara to sort of take the approach and say, okay, let's run, and let's see how much stamina you got. Because Chen Yufei can go in and attack, and she's also said that it was one of her goals to become stronger in the attack in order to sort of rise to the challenge that Nancy Young has posed when she's at her best.
11 of the last 13 points to Chen Yufei. Oh my goodness, how did she get that?
Magnificent quality in the shots.
Yeah. Yeah. Steadily outmaneuvering her opponent. These rallies are increasing. Yeah, longest so far. I thought we might beat the 25. Again, look at that full length dive and how she gets up so quickly.
things in the back of the mind of Chen Yufei is
Right.
perhaps the race to Paris, where she's currently second, and that's super important in terms of the seedings. Basically, going to be seeded 1 or 2.
Good commitment coming forward from Chen Yufei.
15-8.
13 and 15 points now. And it's not as if Okuhara has gone off the boil.
No, she plays with great shot quality as well. It's just the reach here is just really hard to make up for. The lack of reach, I should say.
Two six
16.
down she was, Chen Yufei. Now 16-8. Yeah, and I think that Okuhara is
17,
feeling that she's got to hit
8.
closer and closer to the lines, close to the net.
Exactly.
Yeah.
15 centimeters height difference between the two players, and had it been only 5 centimeters, perhaps, then it would have been a whole different ball game.
18-8.
Yeah, that was a look of, I don't know what to try next. And wide.
19.
Almost feels like playing up against the wall for
Yeah.
Okuhara.
17 of the last 19 points to Chen Yufei. Extraordinary.
On the other hand, Okuhara has given that impression to so many of her opponents as well
20.
during the
Game
years.
point 8.
A whole host of game point opportunities for the Olympic champion.
Service over. 9-20.
Nice.
Game.
On a second game point
First
opportunity.
game won by
Chen
Chen
Yufei
Yufei.
closes out the opening game.
21-9.
21-9 confirms the umpire. Opening game in 19 minutes. Well, that was impressive from 2-6 down by Chen Yufei.
然后第二个就是说，那他感觉得分困难了，所以他压力大，他就开始失误，所以自己还是先把防守做好，有机会再去踢。那自己的后场做好高球啊，刚上去还是要试一试，所有的动作打出一点都是，知道吗？不要跟这样，要先打底，后面再要求啊，自信啊。
て、いけると思ったら高いところで、本当は高いところでいかないとプレッシャーかかんないんだけど、そこでいけない、だからいけないときはいかなくていい。で、自分で読んで、いけるっていうときにちょっと横、体入るというときに体入れて、ちょっと打つ。ところどころちょっとずつスピード上げて、その後後半落ちるんだったら落ちるでいい。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair.
So the Japanese coach Shoji Sato
Second game,
taking
love all.
every moment that the umpire
Play.
allowed him to continue to talk to Nozomi Okuhara. Well, Steve, normally I would ask you, what would you suggest
Love.
for Okuhara, but you've already explained in the opening game there aren't really many options.
There's very, very few options. Towards the end of the game, I was thinking, what could you possibly do? I think I mean, going in and attacking, that's more or less suicide. So now she's playing a little bit up against the drift, Okuhara. So I feel the weakest corner, if you can say that, the not so strong corner of Chen is the short forehand. So if Okuhara could perhaps try and put pressure on the long backhand corner of Chen first, and then playing really, really tight to the front court most of the time, the forehand corner, but with some small variations on, also some small variations with the body smash or a smash down the backhand and so on. But it looks very, very difficult, and it would require an almost 100% efficiency in shot making, the way I see it. Good placement.
Service over. 1-4. Service over. 5-1.
It also seems to me that Okuhara doesn't have that sort of like stop drop as efficient as, for instance, Akane Yamaguchi, that sort of makes use of gravity to go really, really close to the net.
Yeah.
So if the first one is played with too much pace, then it's too easy for Chen Yufei to get to it and put pressure on Okuhara on the shot that should have been an advantage for the Japanese.
One of the rare occasions that Chen Yufei going for a shot when she was off balance.
2-6.
There's one left.
Service over.
Chen Yufei.
7-2. Service
It's also,
over.
the playing conditions is also making it even more difficult for
3,
Okuhara. Had there been
7.
a bit more drift and a little bit faster shuttles and so on, she could have tried a challenge in the flat game and be sort of like terrier-like and always be ready and quick on the shuttle and put pressure on Chen Yufei in the flat game and hope that something would occur out of that. But here it's too easy for
Service over.
Chen
Yeah.
Yufei to just make the court big,
8,
play the back court,
3.
play close to the net.
String's gone. And Okuhara's racket.
9-3.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Steen. 2 players from China have won the women's singles here, both when it was a Super Series event. 12 years ago, in 2012, Li Shuirui beat Juliana Chen, and then 10 years ago, Wang Sheshian beat Li Shuirui. But the fun fact is that both times that a Chinese player has won the women's singles here, they've been the #2 seed.
Oh,
Who's the #2 seed this year?
good. Chen Yufei.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coincidence? I think not.
That's going wide. Yeah, there is a little bit of a sideways drift.
10-3.
It's too high, not clear.
Nor reached. Yeah. There's that
11-3.
lack of
Interval.
reach from Okuhara for the smash down the line, and it means that Chen Yufei has an 8-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of the second game, having already won the first.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. (11-3). Play.
So 11-3, the advantage to the reigning Olympic champion.
That combination they're trying to target the forehand corner, that doesn't count because the first drop shot is too long, and that net shot when Chen Yufei is standing in the base position at the middle of the court, that's no problem whatsoever. It's only when she's moved in long distance and have to lunge over the right leg.
(13-3).
Yeah, they're looking pretty relaxed, aren't they? They must be very happy with the way Chen Yufei is playing at the moment. Good block.
(14-3). Ranger.
7 straight points.
Okuhara, show her way to wipe. Show her way to wipe.
Looks
Thank you.
more than difficult for Okuhara. This is 13,000 points away from Aya Ohori in the second Japanese spot for the Olympics. That's also very, very difficult.
Fall.
Good smash there.
Service over.
Of course,
4,
Okuhara
14.
is a 2-time Olympian. Bronze medal in Rio de Janeiro. Lost in the quarterfinal as the number 3 seed in Tokyo. Lost to He Bingjiao.
Good shot.
Perfection.
Yeah.
5, 14.
That's what I've been missing. I think it's a little late now, but the pushing the clears a little bit extra, because if they don't sort of are accurate, if they're not accurate, then the options don't occur in other spots around the court. Also positive for Japan that
6,
Okuhara is back
14.
and seems to be in good shape.
Yeah.
For Uber Cup in the end of April, early May. I wouldn't necessarily want to play Okuhara in the decisive third women's single.
Seven, 14.
No, you should have to be one of the strongest. I mean, of course, China have got 3 exceptionally strong singles players. In fact, they've got about 5.
But China is on home soil and they're not defending champions in
No.
Uber Cup, so there
No.
will be a lot of nerves at stake if that should happen. Korea are having one super strong women's single, a good second, and the third is Simu Jin, which is a good player, but someone that
Service over.
Okuhara would be able to challenge.
Yeah, but it was
15,
Sim that
seven.
won it. She won the Uber Cup for them, didn't she?
So China, Korea, and Japan, the strongest contenders for the Uber Cup. Wide.
Oh, and it thought about coming over that backhand
16,
from Okuhara.
7.
Yeah, she thought about leaving it too and immediately looked down at the line after she'd played the shot.
Good play.
Seventeen, 7.
Well, if Chen Yufei goes on to win this, which is looking highly probable, we are guaranteed a Chinese player in the women's singles final. Because the player awaiting the winner of this is Wang Xiyi. On the left.
Service over.
And that's quite
8,
similar playing styles.
17.
Yeah. Missed it.
Service over. 18-8.
Yeah, all taken.
Service over.
And all the fans here are focused on court number 1
18.
because matches have finished on both the other courts.
Good shot.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's fabulous. A moment of magic from Nozomi Okuhara.
10-18.
That is brilliant, isn't it? Yep, got the net cord.
I think actually she's
11-18.
doing well here the last, what, 5-6 rallies or so. There's a little extra risk in her shots. There's some attacking, mixing it up well.
Yeah, when you consider she was 3-14 down, she has played well the last few rallies. You're right, Steve.
Was it 3-14 down? So she's 8-4 up.
Yeah. Since then, yeah.
Of course, Chen Fei, she knows that she's gonna 99.9% win this. So, but still, judging not the scoreline but the effort, I think there's some positives for Okuhara. And had she been placed differently in the draw, it might have looked different.
Yeah. Well, we've always known that Okuhara is the supreme fighter. Refusal to give up. We saw that in the World Championship final in 2017. An hour and 50 minutes against Pusala Venkata Sindhu. Marathon match, one of the best badminton matches I have ever witnessed. Both players gave it their all, literally.
Play. Wow.
Well.
13-18.
That 11-point deficit is now down to just 5.
Okuhara back on court.
I'm stealing your line. I don't believe it. I simply don't think that she can come back from 3-14 down. In the first game, 3-14, and then suddenly change it around.
Yeah.
That is not going to happen. Chen Fei is going to gear up soon.
just wide. Well, one thing I always say, Steen, is with the sport, you can expect the unexpected. You just never know.
19-13.
As a coach, as a Chinese coach, you was thinking, okay, get it over with. Don't stay there too long, because you have that extra small little risk of getting injured yourself.
Oh, that's great follow-up. And it's match point opportunities.
20, match point, 30. Game.
Well, I think she half thought about challenging there, Okuhara. But Chen Yufei, from 2-6 adrift in the opening game, just moved up a level and closed out that opening game 21-9. 21-13 in the second game. This is the final rally. Oh, it was close, wasn't it? 42 minutes. And Chen Yufei will play against Wang Shiyi in tomorrow's semi-final. Confirmation of the scoreline once again, the number 2 seed, the Olympic champion Chen Yufei, 21-9, 21-13. Welcome back to Delhi for quarterfinals day here at the YONEX Sunrise India Open. Well, next up is men's singles. It's the last of the men's singles quarterfinals, and we have home interest here in Pranoy, the number 8 seed, hoping to reach the semi-final for a first time at the India Open. He's up against Wang Suwei of Chinese Taipei. Well, as far as the men's singles draw was concerned, 7 different flags next to the players at the quarterfinal stage, 2 from Japan, as you can see, and only 4 seeds, 2 in each half of the draw, and 2 of the 3 seeds that have played already have come through to the semi-final stage. So Shiyu Chi, last week's beaten finalist and a former winner of this event, in fact he won the event 6 years ago, is the only player